Well, I'm sat back down again and feel more comfortable like this. So I've finished the roundel. You'll probably find there's one side you prefer to the other. Make that the side you work on. I have blue tacked the design under the glass, just teeny little bits of blue tack, making sure this distance and this distance are the same, so everything's nice and central. Right, and we're ready to outline it. As normal with slightly larger objects, or most objects, I'm going to start as much as possible in the middle and work my way out. Probably won't work exactly like that, but I'll certainly leave the edge till last. I'm going to do it in black outliner, although I have got some gold here and there are some bits I will probably pick out in gold. I might even do the letters over in gold after. Just this lettering around the outside. Okay, so normal piping techniques. Now, if you haven't piped before, please do look at some of our videos which will teach you how to pipe, and if you want to do it the same way as me, how to make this piping bag. I do find this a much easier way to pipe than using bottles or tubes. I get a lot more control over my outlining, and you won't see off camera, but whilst I'm not using this bottle, it stays upside down so the lead is easy to get out when I need it. Right, it doesn't have to be the thinnest line all the time on this one, so I'll probably use a variety of line thicknesses, smaller for the middle, larger for this, maybe slightly larger for the lettering. But I'm going to start with a fairly small line at the moment. So, because there is a fair amount of detail on these. As normal, we've got a problem with the thickness of the glass. So what you see might not be, it might not look quite right. You're looking at a different angle to me. Hope that makes sense. If I make any errors, I'm just going to leave them, let them dry. I'll cut them out and touch it back up again later. All the time it's touch and pull, touch and pull. Never push the line. Right, I shall carry on and do this whole piece. And then we will come back and have a look at it once it's been outlined. Well, as you can see, I've finished the outlining. I did take the time to go back over it, cut out a couple little bits I wasn't happy about, and then pipe them back in again. I hope you can see I'm quite happy with this finish. There's one or two little bits, I don't know if you can see that, that can come off. Another one there. Again, it's worth making sure you're happy with the finish, even if it means going over it a third time before you start painting. If the finish is right, then the paint really becomes a case of filling in the numbers. If the outlining isn't right, doesn't matter how brilliantly you paint it, it still won't look right. So take your time, make sure you're happy with the outlining. Right, you'll also notice I've moved it onto my light board. I know that causes a little bit of an issue with the cameras, but I do prefer it a lot. If you haven't got a light board, don't worry, you can still do it. Do it on a light sheet of paper, and you might need to pick it up every now and then just to make sure you've got every little bit. Light board saves all that hassle. Colours ready, and I have actually mixed up a grey silver for the suit. Normally I sort of start with the darker colours, work my way towards the lighter ones, but also I like to work from the centre and go out. So I'm going to use this grey to start with just because I'm not sure there's enough, and I have prepared other colours as well. This is for his suit. Normal flood fill technique, put it on, push it, make sure it gets right up to the edge. I was going to make the suit black, but apart from it might look like he's going to a funeral. It would also mean the black outline wouldn't show very well. We'll hasten to add that I have checked this piece out with my spirit level and make sure it's absolutely flat, or as flat as I can get it. Right, I shall leave that to go tacky dry, do the next bit, and I'll probably do a bit more before we come back and take a look at it. Okay, as you can see down here, I've got on with the painting, leaving each section to dry before I do the section next to it. What I've got left to do is the blue in this area. Let's just put our light on there, hopefully. Blue in this area, and then the border. So I'm going to get on and do that. Continuing to use your normal flood fill method. I'm just being slightly careful. I don't want to spill this blue into the white. Maybe should have done it the other way around. For the lettering, I'm using this onyx colour, which gives a nice sort of silvery type finish. It's more of an opaque colour. It's the Prismy. Right, we're at the very last stage now, and that's to do this outside border. Now the problem we've got is if I start here and work my way round, by the time I get back to here, this will have started drying and we may get an edge. So what I'm going to have to do, it's a bit of a pain, but what I'm going to have to do is start here, do a little bit that way, a little bit that way, more that way, more that way, more that way, until we meet back down at the bottom again. Sounds great in practice, so let's see how it goes. Got a nice full bottle of paint here because I think it's going to take quite a bit to go all the way around. As normal, I won't make you watch every little bit. In fact, we'll probably skip a fair bit. But as you can see, I'm going to go that way. And then I'm going to go this way. Okay, here's the finished item. As you can see, I chose not to add any of the gold outliner as I was quite happy with the way it was. There are a few little things I would do differently if I do it again, but on the whole, I'm quite pleased with it. Right, I hope you've enjoyed this project. If you're not a member of our email list or maybe our YouTube channel, please do join up now, and we can keep you informed of our latest videos and projects, etc. Happy crafting!